All right, so welcome everybody. This is kind of a bit of a test run. We're gonna ink this drawing and hang out for a couple of minutes, and if it's good, we're gonna post it. I draw an awful lot, so it seemed like at some point I should start inviting you guys in a little bit to my process, which right now, of course, is getting an actual brush juicy here. Not too bad. I think the biggest challenge today is gonna see if the noises of Center City, Philadelphia are gonna affect the audio a little bit too much, but that's kind of why you gotta do a test eventually, right? This little character I penciled in before I fell asleep, kind of a student stepping over a puddle. I'll have a little bit of frenetic energy with a cup of coffee spilling. And mostly I've been wanting to challenge myself to do some more fabrics. It's not a strong point, so I made sure it's like an oversized sweater and some baggy pants. And yeah, let's start jumping in as I normally would. Truth be told, the camera is a little bit close to my head. I think I have to learn how to ignore that, but that's okay. Oh, and that brush is not ready to go. Come on, man. You'd think I could have done this part off camera. Now we're flowing. This may be also a little curious the extent to which I actually can or can't chat with you guys while I actually draw. I feel like I've done it in the past, just maybe not with the pressure of a camera rolling. Kind of have two legs over here. I have to decide which one was the real winner. These are gonna end up being some pretty chunky sneakers, showing a bit of the sole. Some laces, get that tongue in there. A little dip for the ankle, right? There we go. Also kind of curious, as a right-handed illustrator, is the top-down view gonna actually show you guys enough of what I'm playing with? Otherwise, oh, little cat hair. On future videos, I'll just try and change up the angle. Speaking of this character's delicious coffee to go, I do kind of wish I had some more coffee. Despite having decades of drawing experience under my belt, admittedly I am a little bit new to celebrating these brush pens, but it's been awfully nice as a way to allow yourself to loosen up a little bit, maybe. A little more dynamism in your mark making, more used to standard pens with a lot more predictability. So maybe that's kind of like the exciting part. Learning how to dance with that slightly unpredictable nature of how these pens play out sometimes. I also kind of feel like I've never really timed myself. It's not like I actually know how long an average inking takes. Will this be like a 5-minute video or much longer? Guess I'm kind of trying to make it so that they're a little surprised. Maybe they only noticed this puddle at the last second. Give them the, oh dear, eyebrows. Let's make this hair a whole bunch darker, huh? Don't want to lose all that variation at the hairline. And we're gonna leave in some accidental highlights right around there. Tend to be a little bit loose and messy about shoelaces. Even though sneakers are fun, I do tend to just kind of make a fairly generic sneaker. Little challenge coming up here, right? I wouldn't say I set myself up with a very completed hand there, but sometimes I'm a little deliberate about that to kind of encourage myself to let the inking process be a place where some freestyling can occur. Got a book, maybe some snacks. Nice. Maybe if we got a little more time left, we can bring in a gray brush. Hopefully this brush will cooperate a little better than the black brush was. We're going to assume maybe the light's coming from down here. So do the inside of the ear, a little part of the glasses, behind the cheekbone, under the neck, side of the neck. Easy breezy, right? This is always a fun one, the sort of cast shadow from the strap of the bag. their whole arm really would cast a bunch. How about underneath the bag? And we're gonna go kind of inside the parts of the sweater and underneath. I also might come back with a water brush to mediate some of the darker tones. I assume there's a knee here and a little bit of a bend, so I'm actually going to put quite a bit of that in shadow. Maybe just a little under here, indicate some more scruff. Color in the sneakers just for the fun of it. Certainly the sole, right? Nice. Let's pull up the little water brush here. See if we can move around and create a lighter gray. And it's only the gray that'll break up. I'm using a black pen that won't react. I have, of course, still left my pencil sketch, and we'll erase a bunch of that soon. Maybe we need what else do we need? A little reflection of his foot in the puddle.
Erase a little bit. Let's see. I'd like to, but obviously have to try and stay away from anywhere the ink is drying.
Uh-oh. Luckily, that ink does dry pretty fast, so I think we're safe to get rid of some of that shavings. All right. Let's go back to the black. What do you think? Should they probably have a cat on their sweater? I think they obviously should. Finish that off with the gray so that you can still see that little part of the nose. Anywhere that I felt probably could still use a little bit more shadow. I think that might be taking us to the end of this little test. I hope you all had a fun time joining me for this quick little inking. Not entirely sure if I should sign it off or keep going. I rarely know when to stop drawing, but this was just a bit of fun and practice. So on that, hope you enjoyed the variety show. Plenty of new episodes will be unveiled hopefully sooner than later. Thanks, guys.